American missionary has been killed while trying to contact an isolated tribe in the Indian Ocean, in the Bay of Bengal. Ed Henry joins us with more details. Ed?
Yeah, it's really a remarkable story. It's playing out on North Sentinel Island in the Bay of Bengal, about the size of Manhattan, home to the Sentinelese tribe, which is small, about a dozen people, but they're fierce and resist any contact at all with the outside world. Now, local media reports have identified this American as John Allen Chow. We're told he went to India on a tourist visa, and last week he paid several local fishermen to take him to this area that is part of the extremely remote Andaman Island archipelago. Once he got close to the island, he hopped into a kayak and moved closer to shore. Now, the fishermen told Indian police later that Chow was met by several members of this tribe. He offered them gifts, including a football, but then was shot at with bows and arrows by this group described online as the most dangerous tribe in the world. He escaped the first time, swam back to the fishermen, but Chow apparently returned the next day, and the fishermen later saw the tribesmen dragging his body along the beach. Now, officials from India check on the locals from time to time, usually with a military helicopter. For example, that happened, as you see here, after the Indian Ocean tsunami in '04. Even then, members of the tribe reportedly fired arrows at the helicopter when they thought it got too close to them. Tonight, the State Department has not yet officially confirmed the death of John Chow. He's been reported as being either 26 or 27. They're simply saying they're aware of these reports and are working with local authorities to try to get to the bottom of it. But it's interesting, these local people are protected under Indian law, and basically any contact with them is considered illegal because of the risk of disease. So getting justice for this American's death could get very complicated from a diplomatic standpoint, Mark.
Yeah, these are basically the least open borders society on Earth. They seriously protect their territorial frontiers. North Sentinel Island in the Andaman Islands chain. Ed, thanks.
Good to see you.
Despite
Okay, I just have to say it because God sent a missionary to an island with 12 people on it. 12 people. Has the gospel gone to all the world? That sounds pretty much like it has. God was sending a missionary to 12 people, and they killed him. And we do have to remember Romans 1 says that all should know that God exists, that man is without excuse, that it's evident that there is a creator who has made creation, that there is a God, that everything didn't just come from a big bang. God made everything. So I think that's an interesting thing to see on the news tonight. Y'all get out there and tell people about Jesus. It's really pretty simple now. I went out tonight or this evening and talked to several different people at a grocery store. When you point out that the California fires they're not a forest fire. People my age have seen what fires look like. A house fire ends up having charred, burned boards. A structure still is there. These fires disintegrate the houses. And the strangest thing is they will be surrounded by green trees. Entirely circled by green trees, a forest, but then the neighborhood is destroyed. Plus, the neighborhood will be destroyed and there'll be one house that isn't. Could that one house be the house of a believer? I'm not saying that every house that's destroyed in California is an unbeliever's house. And we do pray for these people. But none of us are guaranteed another day. 150,000 people die every year. And It could be my last day tonight. It could be yours. So why not get out and share the gospel? Because when I tell them, I'm like, hey, did you see the California fires? Did they look unusual to you? Unbelievers are like, yeah, that doesn't look normal. It's not normal. And now we see that God has sent a missionary to 12 people. You know, Jesus said, hey, you can see the signs in the weather. Why can't you see the signs of my return? Seems like to me he's on his way. Tomorrow is Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I wasn't planning on doing a video, but when I saw that story, tomorrow is 40 days until the end of the year. I'm not saying it's happening tomorrow. I'm not saying it's happening at the end of the year, but 40 days, it's not Thanksgiving to the end of the year is 40 days this year. It's only 35 days next year. But we just have to be ready and look and pray for the lost, but look for the lost and engage them in conversation. You know, make it urgent, but make Jesus attractive. I also wrote another Left Behind letter today and made a bunch of copies. And so maybe that is what I will do, is go out and do some more fishing tomorrow. God bless you. I love you, and thank you for everything that y'all have done for me, for your prayers, and I'm praying for you. I want you to bring in the final fish for the kingdom, okay? Love you. God bless you. Hope to see you soon in heaven. Bye.